All right, guys, if you're sitting there ruminating over your ex, constantly thinking about them, having sleepless nights, wanting to go back to them, even though you know you broke up for a good reason or it ended for a good reason, I'd suggest this is your central nervous system on overdrive. And in this video, I'm going to explain the reasons why and actionable steps you can do to remedy the situation. Right, so instead of watching motivational videos on YouTube, like, I don't know, Andrew Tate has some good ones, for example, but this isn't the remedy, you know? You can watch it, you're uplifted, you know, fuck that bitch. It comes to night time, and when you're by yourself, you're ruminating and you're having sleepless nights. So, in my opinion, what you need to understand is your central nervous system can have two expressions, so parasympathetic and sympathetic. One is a relaxed, calm state, so rest and digest. Another one is a highly stressed state, which is like fight or flight. And currently, you're probably in the fight or flight scale of things. So you need to bring yourself back to a balanced point, you know? What to do this, the actionable steps I would recommend, one would be meditation. I can't recommend meditation enough. It's fantastic, but I would say it's probably worth investing in a course or something, because if you're like me, I'm highly ADHD. I thought, like, I'd never be able to meditate. I'd never be able to sit there for 10, 20 minutes meditating. There's no way, you know? So I invested in a course for transcendental meditation. It cost like a fair bit of money, but I think it's worth every penny, because I had to commit to it due to the investments, and then I saw the benefits. So like I said, I'd highly recommend at least trying. If you find you're struggling to meditate, I would suggest to make an investment and learn how to do it properly. So that's number one, which is meditation. The second thing I would recommend is breath work, breathing. It's a huge one. So really, if anything, rather than trying to make a million changes at once, I'll just be conscious of your breath throughout the day. And one big thing to note is, if you're in fight or flight mode, let's say, you'll notice things like your vision can narrow down, you know, you're very like, you can't really see too much around you. You're in your head, your vision is narrow. The second thing I'd say is your tongue is dry. If your tongue is dry, that's a telltale sign that you're in a fight or flight state. So these are things to pay attention to. And if you're feeling this way, just focus on your breathing. And with the breath work, I'm going to put something in the description of a breathing technique. But essentially, it's just to slow down your breathing. Really be conscious of it, and you want to slow your breathing down, slow, easy breaths. And the goal would be to take, I don't know, 5.5, 6, let's say about six breaths a minute. Just real slow, gentle breaths. Like when you see someone sleeping, you know, when someone's sleeping, they're just very relaxed breathing. That's the state that's what you want to be in the whole time. And the other thing I'll say is, if you master your central nervous system, you get this calm state. This is going to pay dividends in all areas of life. You know, I can't see anywhere that doesn't benefit. If you want to become successful, you want to rebuild yourself and become the best version of yourself, you need to be calm, cool, and collected. And if you're interested in like stoicism, stoic techniques, well, once you're balanced, it's very easy to be like that. When you're redlining, you know, you got the pedal to the metal, and you're fight or flight, you just flip out the smallest things. You overreact, you know. That's why you need to bring it back. So they're the actionable steps I recommend. So meditation and breath work are the two big ones, okay? Then the other thing I'll say is supplements that can help through this period of time. And the 3 supplements I'd recommend is magnesium. Magnesium is a huge one. In general, everyone should be taking magnesium, but especially when you're going through this period of your life, a bad breakup or a catastrophic event has happened, you're highly stressed. And that's going to be, you're going to be constantly depleting magnesium. You need to be replenishing that. You need to get up to optimal levels, and that's going to help your body relax and get in a more relaxed state, again with your central nervous system. So look, magnesium I recommend. I like magnesium glycinate at night time, but experiment yourselves, you know, try different ones out and work the dosage up until you see the desired results. The second supplement I recommend is creatine. Creatine is a game changer when you up the dosage. I was taking creatine before and I was only taking 5 grams per day. It's mainly for the gym. And recently enough, I saw it, I think it's Dr. Rhonda Patrick or someone. I've seen a few people talking about it, but like doing a higher dosage for the benefits of the brain. And let me tell you, if you're sleep deprived, which you probably are, it's a massive help. You know, your brain is on overdrive at the moment, essentially. And the high dose, I've been taking 10-15 grams of creatine a day. It's really helped me, especially with fatigue, stuff like that. It's been a massive help. So look, the magnesium, the creatine, and lastly, a supplement I'm crazy about is melatonin. I think a lot of people don't truly understand the benefits of melatonin and the importance of it. But I'll just briefly say, like, one thing to note with melatonin is slowly titrate up. So some people may try it like a fairly high dose, let's say 5 milligrams, and they have really bad interrupted sleep. Look, if that's the case, you want to slowly titrate up. I take personally 10-15 milligrams a night, and I find it's hugely beneficial for my sleep quality, the time it takes me to get to sleep. And also, look, people say everything, and I'm not big on studies. I am the study. I test things out myself, and I see, you know, I am my own science experiment. But I do find I have a much more restful sleep. I heard it's great for detoxification and the antioxidant benefits. And yeah, I notice a huge difference. Obviously, this is not medical advice, but this is just from my personal experience. And I'd recommend the same for you guys, is be your own guinea pig, be your own science experiment, and test these things out for yourself. So yeah, they're the main kinds of points I want to make in this video. I'm going to follow up with a lot more videos on the central nervous system, because I think it's a huge thing to master to really have success in life. It's going to pay dividends when you're able to really get yourself and stay in that calm state. Even for us, I'll make an example, let's say fighting. If you're interested in MMA, I don't know if you know of a fighter called Fedor Emelianenko. I think he's one of the best. If you notice him, he's always calm and relaxed. When you go into a fight, you don't need to amp yourself up. You know, you want to be calm and relaxed. Trust me, when you get smacked in the face, you're gonna be, you know, you don't need to be highly stressed. You want to be relaxed. And that goes with most things in life. You want to be in that point where you're relaxed, and you're not gonna react over the top for something. When you're in a flight or fight state, you just flip out and you overreact, and there's no use for anything. So look, guys, I hope that helps and that makes some sense. Really try implementing these things into your life if you're struggling at the moment, and keep moving forward.